I believe we are live from the basement of Hawaii. And the good thing is I'm here right on time. It's good to be right on time. It's better to be early. And it looks like we are doing the official Big Idea launch, green light launch party. And even though it's a green light launch party, you know, we might just not be launching yet. So let me make sure that everything's good, the setup's good. It looks like we have a lot of people on the Hangout tonight, and that's good. I'm excited to see that, and once I can get confirmation that the page, I got the computer screen behind you, and it's just flashing and flashing. So I want to make sure that's good so we can do tonight's Hangout. So let me check things out. That was wild. So join a mentor. And I'm in a different location, so the setup might be just, I don't know what's working. I don't know if it's going good or if it's flashing. And how about this? I'm going to log off to joinamentor.com/hangout if anybody's here. If anybody's out here, just chat me in some way on Skype or something. Okay, so I'm going to try to I'm going to continue on. If hopefully there's a few people here seeing this setup. This thing is actually the first time I've liked, actually wearing it because it's a little big, but it's looking good in this thing. I'm kind of digging it, and you see the backpack in the back and the towel, t-shirts, the vision boards, the surfboard, all here. So I want to see, and does anyone on Facebook can see that we're live? It says live. It says broadcasting live. I'm asking in Facebook to see if it's live. Either way, you definitely need to be a visionary. And if you have a visionary mindset, then you can fill yourself up with different visions and in turn be able to get the outcome. Okay, so I don't know what is going on here. Huh. Let me do it on Skype. I'm trying to get a confirmation that it's live. It says live on my end, but when I go to joinamentor.com/hangout, it looks like it's not live. No one's commenting. We have confirmation. We are live. Billadoa, thank you. That's a breakthrough, folks. That's a breakthrough. That's a breakthrough. You start sitting here like, am I going to start rambling for 30 minutes and no one's going to hear anything? Probably that actually does happen when you sit at home and you talk to yourself, or you're doing anything and you start talking to yourself. And actually, that's when you're creating, your reality. It really is. Be careful of what you talk about. Be careful what you think about, because those are things that truly shape your day and your life and the things that are around you. I think I just got an email, so let me check the time of the email from Vick. So I want to back up a couple notches. My name's Stephen Munson. I'm actually in like the lab, the war room, the basement, the dungeon, whatever it is, in Hawaii. And you can see behind me, there's 3 vision boards, 3, because earlier when I moved to Hawaii at the end of last year, when I was extremely poor, I just started creating them, and then it became fun, and then it was actually kind of expensive because you had to get so many magazines, but then you're like, okay, I'll create another one. And I started just, you know, dialing into those, creating a vision for my future. And a lot of things not only have happened, you know, that you look at, you know, there's GoPros on there, there's surfboards, those have happened. There's some places and experiences, and not all of it's happened, and yes, all of it's going to happen, but it's really not about what happens on that board. It's about what happens inside of you. And the only way that you can actually get the results that you want is by having a vision for what you want, and that just starts with you. You know, that starts with you creating your own vision. And you know, some days I work outside, and my dream, come on, tell me you want to love this, to have an outdoor like office in Hawaii, outdoor office with the birds chirping, and you know, refrigerator outdoors, maybe a little cook area, shade and not shade, so covered and not covered, and like grass, beautiful grass everywhere, and just different little things outdoors. And you could do this completely outdoors all the time. You could work outdoors, you could jump in a hammock, and you could just relax outdoors, and then, you know, you could go inside if you wanted to. Wouldn't that be just beautiful, simple, nice, relaxing, comfortable? But a lot of us would think that like not, maybe on vacation, or maybe not possible. Or there's some of us, it seems like actually most of us, I'm noticing something about Join a Mentor. It attracts the most incredible, extraordinary people in internet marketing. And a lot of people who aren't in Join a Mentor, they want to be, because they're extraordinary, they're incredible marketers too, but they just, you know, they haven't had the opportunity like we have to have the Big Idea Mastermind. Do you guys realize what we have? The reason I decided that I was going to sit in here today is because I knew it's important that if you have a vision, you can get there. But if you don't have a vision, you're just wondering, probably frustrated. And so today you need to zero in on your vision. You know, and everybody wants to know, what should I do? What should we start doing next? When should I launch traffic? When should things get rock and roll? So I want to say this: if there's technical glitches because you know, the screen blows up and goes down, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Let's be realistic here. You know, Vick right now has paved the way for us. I saw some emails, some comments, some stuff. He spent over, let's say, $250,000 or $500,000 to create this incredible system for this team. Join a Mentor. If you're here as a guest, just welcome yourself as a guest. This is honestly going to be the most exciting thing you've ever done in business, and then in your personal life, because it's going to turn into business and you're going to be able to make money just living your personal life. So that sounds fun. I know that that's something that you've been looking to do, so you're going to be able to do that. So just focus on this. We have a mentor, and everyone who's here who's part of the team, we have a mentor. His name is Vick Strizheus. Something like that. It's Vick Strizheus. Okay, he has not only earned $1.3 million in a little over 2 months in the Empower Network, and then he's helped over 100 people earn over, looks like over $1,000, some upwards of $40,000 that I know of, some in the range of $25,000 to $30,000, some like myself, like, you know, the $10,000 to $20,000 range, and a lot of people below that in a short time. So not only did he earn a lot of money, then he helped hundreds and thousands of people now start earning a paycheck, earn income. And then he went and put together this incredible system for all of us to use, spent nearly $400,000 on it. There's a lot of incredible value. There's psychology. The videos are done incredible. The flow of it is going to be, it's going to work. like a charm. It really is going to work like a charm. I mean, I am so excited to get traffic to that site and get them in that system. But when you're excited, you got to remember to be patient. Patience is a virtue of the game. It's the virtue of success. Patience is needed with everything. Because if you've been praying for this and you've been writing this down and you put it on your vision board and you need money, you might really need money because today is Saturday, one day before the 1st on Monday, okay? And I know a lot of us might be low on money. We might be low on money. So we might be here because of money. And this is our way out. It used to be my way out too. It used to be something that I felt like I had to, I have to just get out of this somehow. And then when you start crawling out of it, you realize it's not that bad if you just had a way to make the money. So then you start realizing that, man, am I here for money or just because I want to feel good? You're here because you want to feel good, and money somehow makes you feel more comfortable and makes you feel good. And so, when we talk about all that money, earning of $1.3 million or earning $40,000, that doesn't mean that everyone here new is going to start making $40,000 or any money whatsoever. That doesn't mean you see it back on the wall, you're going to make $100 million. That doesn't mean you're going to earn $1 million. It's right back on the vision board. That doesn't mean you're going to earn $10,000. That just means that you have what I feel, and hundreds, if not thousands of us already feel and know, is a life-changing opportunity in internet business working online. Not only we have the best opportunity financially and a way to make an abundant amount of money, we also have a way not only to free ourselves from any sort of pain or conflict or questions or doubt or confusion. We have to free ourselves from that. And then the best, most incredible, enjoyable part about that, we then get to do what Vick showed us today is better than the money. Help other people, and help other people along the way by saying all you got to do is be yourself and live your life, and we'll teach you the strategies to work online. We'll show you how to do it without experience. We'll guide you. We'll work with you directly so you can be successful and you can have the opportunity to live, to dream, to believe, to do what you want to do. And if you have big ideas, you need ways to get them done. But sometimes a way to get a big idea done is to work on a small idea, to work on something simple. And when you have a big idea, you put a lot of simple, basic things together, and you have a way to accomplish that idea. And so that's what we have here. We have each other. We have other people who've made the mistakes and people who've paved the way for success. We have all the tools. Okay, the tools, however you would pronounce tools, we have the ammunition to win the war of making money in internet marketing. What do you need to make money in internet marketing? You need leads and traffic, correct? You need a system, a marketing system that converts, that it works, that it will generate you money. Then you need a way to get paid, a financial vehicle. Vick has provided all that for us already, laid out in a red carpet. Here you go. I want to have, in quotes, I want to have the wealthiest team in internet marketing. Help revitalize the industry. For all the skeptics and all the doubters and all the people that didn't believe and those who did believe and just said, I just don't know if it's my time or my chance, or I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. I'm not good at networking. You don't even need a network in this business to be a good networker. That's all of a sudden. Now you can be yourself and still be a good networker. You don't have to have this special, powerful networking skills. You just be yourself and keep being yourself and improve who you are, and then you are a networker. And a lot of us say, hey, I don't know how to set up a website. You don't need to. I don't know how to get leads and traffic. You don't need to. You're going to learn. We're going to teach you. We're going to lay it out. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. And, if you're brand new, you can tell. We're working on the Big Idea Mastermind. Those are the surfboards that, are part of my vision that I had not long ago when I was completely poor. But there's a GoPro camera up there on that wall. There's a GoPro right here. There's things that are going to come true in that vision, because first I had the vision, and then I was so blessed, truly blessed and fortunate to come across an individual like Vick, named Vick Strizheus, who just said, hey, look, I'm not only going to pave the way and show you that it's possible, then I'm going to enable you and I'm going to empower you to do the exact same thing. Thank you, Vick. Thank you. Honestly, thank you from all of us. And I'll be honest, I was going to do this and answer some questions and connect with everyone directly. Okay, that was the plan. So I'm going to try this again, but when I go to the screen, it gets hectic. So if that's the case and it won't show up on my screen, then I'm just going to explain to you my personal private attack game plan over the next 1, 2, 3 days. Okay, so let me try this first and see if I can see the chat. And I'm looking up to the screen up there. That's why it looks like I'm looking up. All right, just a moment. It's really weird. It's weird looking at yourself on like a screen or something, or watching yourself. It's pretty strange sometimes. Okay, so I can see the screen. As I'm talking, hopefully I can see these both, and it'll be really cool. Is there anything that anyone needs specific answers to? And while you're coming up, if you need a specific answer to something, ask whatever question you want. I'm going to explain to you what I'm going to do in the next few days. Okay, so then you can understand and you can use whatever part of that you want to your particular game plan. Okay, so today is Saturday. Tomorrow is Easter. I'm not going to send any traffic to my new Big Idea Mastermind site today. Maybe put it on a Facebook or a LinkedIn, or fix some of my links, or put it on, Twitter, something, but nothing to really think about. Tomorrow the same. Tomorrow's Easter Sunday. I'm not going to do anything. On Monday, then I'm going to test it. I'm going to send a couple, test a couple different email accounts, make sure it's on single opt-in. Okay, make sure it's on single opt-in. And then it is on single opt-in. Then I'm going to say, okay, then I'm going to put it out there locally, publicly. But still, keep in mind, it doesn't mean it's all completely polished. It just means Vick did give us email, green light. You can send a lot of traffic to the squeeze pages, and get them in the system. So I want to get some people in the system. Now, one of my friends he used to teach me, I used to work for him. He basically, I can't see the questions. I don't know if anyone's asked any, but if you have, I can't see them, and if not, it's okay. So I used to learn how to do a webinar, and the guy who taught me, his goal, he would get about 200 to 500 people. Just let me know if you would ever care to learn about this, because it might be something that we can learn. That's all I'm saying. I used to learn, I was learning, but I was watching someone who would do it. They would get between 200 and 750 people to a webinar once to twice per week, week in and week out, for people that were looking for a job, looking for a business. Would you want to do that? Would that, maybe help you? Because I would love to learn how to do it right now in today's market and internet marketing. So my goals, I'm hoping to be able to get us this type of training and understanding. And the way he would do it, he had about 8 marketers. And so think about this. Maybe we'll put together a team of marketers, okay, and test this. So if you're hearing this and you go, oh, yes, I think I can contribute, I would like to learn, that means that I'll do my best to help you get started as I help myself to figure it out as well. You do a live webinar, not a Google Hangout, a webinar. You invite people to a webinar, they log in, there's a presentation 30 to 45 minutes long with the opportunity for them to get started right after that and sign up right on a link, your link. Okay, so he would have 8 to 10 people, send people to a webinar, and they would show up and then, convert the people into sales, but into business customers. So what if we could do that same thing with this, which we can, and not a lot of people are doing it, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter to me at all. I think it's beautiful. I think it would be fun. I think we can get Vic to do a webinar with us. So, imagine this. If I got up on a webinar setting and I had the opportunity to be able to introduce Vic on a webinar, and then we could bring our guest. Would that be beautiful or what? So I'm going to put that out, that I would love the opportunity to put this together. That doesn't mean that everyone can use it right away, or we can all have, that just means there's an opportunity that we can test something like this out. And then I have a friend who can help us do the automated webinars. So we can have automated webinars that, look as they're going live, and we can use those as well. And then we can use a few very powerful Google Hangouts with a big group of people. And we'll do a opportunity hangout. So listen to this, opportunity hangout. Focus on what I'm saying. I know a couple of you are focused, a couple of you are. Think about your business. Forget about the vision boards and where I'm at. Like, think about this. Your business. You have potential people who want to get in business with you. Sometimes they wanted more information. Sometimes they don't know what you're asking them for. Sometimes you don't know what you're asking them for. So what you do is you have the more the merrier, so you can test and test and test to see what works. So you get people. You get them into the funnel. Start seeing the video follow-ups. A lot of people start getting started, getting on your team. The other people, you invite them. You then invite your warm or kind of familiar market to a live webinar with Join a Mentor, Vick Strizheus, Big Idea Mastermind, however you want to call it. Then they come and they have that opportunity. And then in addition to that, we had a recorded Google Hangout that, we had a group of people. If you've made money, let's do this in the next 2-3 days. Let's do a hangout with everyone who's made money. You introduce yourself, explain how you've made some money. We'll do it all short and compact into one hangout. We'll put that there. We'll have that. Meet some other people who've already done well in this particular business. And then you send that out to your prospects. And then we do the hangout with Vic and Dave and all them, and you can have that in your back office, and then you can send that out to your prospects. And then, if that wasn't all good enough, you can have the appear to be live webinar thing. You can send them through. I mean, that's endless marketing, and it's all of value that's powerful, that explains, that helps. It's good. I mean, it would really, add a lot of value to all of our businesses. And if you think about it, what if it was already converting really good? Big Idea Mastermind is converting at 30%. Who cares what it's converting at a good amount, and you're like, I'm making some money, and then you add this extra stuff on top, and so then you can have more people get exposed to it, get valuable information, and you can grow your business that way. And then we just continue to add in stuff. The Beginners Bootcamp is going to be so awesome. It's going to be really, really powerful. And for anyone who's a leader and planning on being a leader in this business with Vic, with his guidance and helping out a lot of people, this is going to really help your business. I'm excited about it because it's something that I don't know if I would even thought to make. I might have just continued to help one-on-one the same questions over and over and over that are important questions. I mean, if you don't know what a list is, then you need to know what a list is. Who cares if you do or don't know? Amen to that. Amen to that. Because think about this. If you don't know what a list is, you need to learn. So if let's say that 2 out of every 10 people didn't know what a list is, then you explain it to each one of them. What if you just put it in a simple video? Showed them how to set up your email autoresponder and show them how to, that's one thing that you're going to have to work on and nurture and be consistent with. So you need training in that. You know how to set up a list. You need to know how to, customize it and put your information there. You need to know how to send out broadcasts. You need to know when to send out broadcasts. You need to know what to send out. I mean, even if you just know the basics, even if somebody else does it for you, then you know, and you always know, and you can utilize your list. Okay, so those are things that are simple to some of us, complicated to others, but needed, and we should all know how to do. So that's what I believe is just one more little tidbit of the importance of the Beginner's Bootcamp. Okay, now with that being said, who is coming, seriously, already planning on going to Chicago? Who's coming to Chicago? I see a couple of you, Paul, Maria, Neil, Melissa, Paula, Ginger. See, look at everyone's out here attending. And you don't really know. There's a little less people. It's Saturday, and it's Easter. Let's be realistic. I don't even want to ask someone hey, can you come on a hangout? Like, come on the hangout, because sometimes you're like, well, maybe I'll just, you don't want to ask people to be on the hangout, because you don't know who wants to be on the hangout, but also you got to ask the people that you want in the hangout, because how will you get the people that you want in the hangout if you don't ask them? Correct or incorrect? So then, me or Paul, we got to know, you got to start asking people to be on the hangout, straight up. And so there's so many things that we're all learning, and Paul and I are creating this members area, okay? So you have a members area that you can log into, and we got some good things that you'll be able to download, like inspirational things that we're trying to get, and motivating things, or audiobooks, stuff like that, and then throw in there all the hangouts into one area that you can go and search the person or the subject or the topic. So then hangouts can be completely different. They can be every day. You can do multiple hangouts a day, okay? And then you can have your live time, but you just have other ones that are recorded that are put into the database. So if it's the Italian one, if it's in a different country, if it's how to get free traffic, how to get paid traffic, how to do both, you name it. Let's get it out there. Seriously, let's have everything. If you think of it, let's do the topic on it. So if you go to search it, or somebody else goes to search it, they find it, the answer there. Okay? Do you have a vision board? If you don't have a vision board, you're probably like, how many vision boards does this guy have? Well, I think, actually, let me show you, if you don't mind, let me show you my vision board for last year. Okay, so, whoa, hold on. Okay. All right, you see that? I don't know how to make this bigger right now. I tried earlier. Okay, so that is standard compared to that. But that's just how, the vision changed. And when you get up and you look close at those, there's some powerful stuff. So the one on the top I made first, I made it like, November of last year. I had just basically got a place to stay, and I was paying $250 a week, which then was extremely a lot of money, but it was also like, man, I was in the most incredible place ever. I was by the zoo, right in Waikiki, the ocean. You can walk out of the condo and the ocean's there, and the place was underpriced for how much it cost, because the view, everything, just incredible. But, I had to go work for like $12 an hour while I worked online, and I continued to work on different things and network marketing companies and, just different types of things online and, doing webinars, but it was hard, and the vision changed though so vast in 1 year of my time. And the reason I made more is it made me feel good. It just made me feel good. It really did. I mean, looking at that stuff, visualizing it, wanting it part of your life, it feels good, and what feels better is when you start making progress with it. And when you're with people like Vick, I mean, look at this. I don't believe in coincidences. Paulo Barroso is going to, grace us with his presence, join us, and he's an incredible mentor. And his mentor is Vick, and we'll have him and Vick on the same hangouts. We'll have Dave Wood and Dave Sharp and Paulo and Paul and Vick on a hangout. And, it just takes a vision. You got to have a vision in life. I told Paul this, that I was basically, when I saw Dave Wood and Dave Sharp walk onto that boat, Paul and I both looked at each other, because I had told him like a month ago, hey man, I had this dream that I was at a house, a huge house, and I think it was Dave Wood's house, and I think it was in Hawaii, but Dave Wood and Dave Sharp were there. And it was pretty cool, and it was like, it was a funny thing, because it was hilarious when you started thinking about it, because they're funny guys. I mean, they're funny, and they're cool, and they're enjoyable to hang out with. But you wouldn't ever imagine that a month later you're just going to end up hanging out with them. And when you're with people like Vick, who has this incredible vision, and then he has the leverage, and then the success, and then people love what he's done and what he's doing, and even these guys love it, probably more so than any of us. And so we're able to be part of this vision. And when Paul and I met him, it was just incredible, and it really was because of hard work. So much hard work. And that's being part of a business with a guy like Vick it's been life-changing, and it just started. So I'm assuming, based on that, there's some big things to come. And we're going to be able to help out a lot of people. And, I thought this was just cool and to share this. And you can see this down here, miracles are everywhere. I didn't make this to show you guys. I really didn't. I was making this for something else. And, you can see down there in the bottom of the right, that's Ananda Giri. And then on the top right, that's Tony Robbins in the Ananda Giri. And then Tony Robbins, and he's a super influential and incredible person, has so much good value he's given to people. For that alone, I mean, he's an incredible person. And on the bottom left, it says, your work is not to drag the world kicking and screaming into new awareness. Your job is to simply do your work, sacredly, secretly, and silently. And those with ears to see and ears to hear will respond. Ananda Giri on the bottom on the right, he's an incredible person. I'm going to bring him on to Google Hangouts. He is on another level. Another level. He really is. When you're around him, you're like, this guy, if there was a huge, just war going on, he would be in the middle of it, complete peace. Nothing bothering him. And so I want him to come out and speak with you and speak with us and share who he is, because he's helped change people's lives like Tony Robbins, and he helped his wife, and she wasn't able to fly, and he was a big part of helping cure her motion sickness. So it's definitely, bringing him on a Google Hangout is just something special and different that we can all have, and we can be part of that. We're good friends with Tony Robbins' son, and having him out there. And, never know, maybe one day Tony Robbins. And this other thing, why not you, why not now? To Stephen, and this is from Brig Heart, I think forgiveness is the biggest part of growth. I believe that, and not to get, onto another subject, all into a personal thing, from business to personal, but it does interrelate. And forgiveness is the biggest, that's what you need to work on. No matter what your situation is, when you practice and you learn forgiveness, things happen that, can really shape your entire life. And forgiving is very hard. So keep in mind that it is possible and doable. So, that all relates back to the vision. And, we're going to have some incredible moments ahead. We really are. It would be, it's an ideal time to be patient and not to worry that if you were in the right place at the right time, did you do the right things? Did you make the right decisions in the past? Are you on the right? Yes, you're fine. Everything's good. What you need to do is start ramping things up. And you do it in your mind first, but then what we're going to do is you're going to have to buy traffic. So you're going to have to find reliable traffic. We're going to all help one another, and you're going to have to get money allocated to get traffic. It's going to be important. This is the time that you're going to want to get next week. Maybe it's Tuesday, maybe it's Wednesday, whatever. But you need to get prepared for that, and you need to figure out a game plan. How much money are you looking to make? Based on that, if you're looking to make $5,000 next week, then you're probably going to need to allocate, spend $500 so you can be well on your way to making that type of money. That doesn't mean there's no promises of that, because it's going to be your budget with your marketing strategy, and utilize other people to get ideas to help you with your strategy. Okay, so that's good with those two things. And then, okay, what I want to cover, couple more things is tomorrow, Sunday, I'm not going to send traffic then. On Monday, I will. Light traffic, like a 100-click solo app. I don't know what the deal is to get approved with Vick and Paul to do a marketing co-op. I don't know. But I think if we're going to do a small marketing, then we should be able to do marketing together. It's your choice. But based on that, no one could buy like some big campaign, okay? But we're getting someone with a list who can start mailing for those who want to buy like a 100-click solo ad or 200 clicks. So we'll get you that information as soon as possible. It'll probably be Tuesday before you hear anything about it. So you don't need to ask or comment or question. We know that you want to do it. More than likely, you want to test it and you want to see if it works for you as well. So we're going to do our best for that, to get this provider to make us a page or however we can order to make it simple. That's going to be awesome. Between that, the combination of the person who filled up the webinar room, because this is what they would do. This is what they would do. They would be able to acquire and buy resume people who are looking for a job, like resume leads. Okay, so there are people looking for a job, they submit their resume, and so then you can contact these people and offer them a position. So you got to get approved, and then you go through that, and then if you get people to your webinar who are looking for a job, then you explain to them that there's going to be the typical job. They're already, some of them are going to know they're looking to work at home online. Some are just looking for a job, a way to make money. Have you ever been looking for a job, a way to make money? Say yes, yes, yes. It sucks. It sucks. So if we have a solution for that, we have a major shift in the economy. Okay? That's what's the beautiful part. Anyone looking for a job could do this and make income and not have to stress about it. It could be a whole different thing. So I'm looking forward to be a part of that type of movement. That's what Vick's vision is, that type of movement. Man, it's cool. It's cool to discuss ideas. It would be awesome if the chat worked good, and we could truly do a question and answer type thing. I don't know why. Like, maybe when I'm doing it, there's something off with it, but nonetheless, it's okay. I get pumped up more and more because if I've made this kind of money, not marketing, without this fully buttoned up, like perfect system, some fancy, just with a web page and a small sales page. I mean, the most simplified funnel ever. And it did this without a list, did this without buying a lot of traffic. You know, right now we are set up, people. We're so set up that you need to get whatever you can to get all the products and get as much traffic as you can to this opportunity based on you wanting to do what you want to do. You're risking your own time, you're risking your own, assets, but you're putting in what you want to get out. There's no better time to put in what you want so you can get out what you want. I've never seen a better time personally. I'm fired up. Paul and I look forward to helping you. I want to hear more people come on the Hangouts and, just teach us something like we've been able to learn in the last couple of days. Share your story, who you are. It'd be great for everyone, share your success. And we're going to keep these Hangouts going, and we're going to start adding, it's going to get crazy. We're going to add so much stuff so fast that everyone will have access to it. The next thing you know, we are going to be on the beach in Hawaii, and I found this place that's just incredible. If the event is in Oahu, so everyone's already in Oahu, or if everyone's flying in and out, and we can get this place, this beautiful place, it is, if I could live there for 1 month, I will live there just 1 month and then invite everyone over to the house. But if it can't work out like that, and we can just get this place for 1 day, just 1 day, then we'll take 1 day. But 1 month would be incredible. And it's like this huge land, if you were to think about the Polynesian style home, big huge home in Hawaii with the land and the ponds and the bridges and the big lanais and just that type of thing in Hawaii in bliss. That's where it is. And imagine if we were there and we had this whole thing where you could connect, you could hang out, you could lay in hammocks, you could mastermind, throw around ideas, you could do some traffic campaigns right there and watch the sales roll in. That kind of stuff is fun. I'm telling you right now, that's fun. That's what we're shooting for. I appreciate you. Aloha from Hawaii. Tomorrow is Easter. I have no idea what we're going to do. I have an idea, though. It would be cool is if I could make this video. Yesterday I went on a hike. I went running. I had a GoPro, and I got to the water. Or not even the water, the cliffs, and I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even believe it that A, it was that close, B, I didn't know about it, and C, that my camera ran out of footage. I didn't have any more footage left, so I didn't delete it, the stuff I already had on there. So as I get to the water and I'm just blown away, I then run out, I'm going to go to the next ledge, and it just dies. So it would be cool though, you could see this, you would just be definitely want to do it. Where you can leave your house and in 25 minutes, through hiking or walking, be on this ledge that overlooks Hawaii. The ocean, crystal clear. It's beautiful. And so it is so close. And I want to show you that. So maybe I'll go and do that, record it, and load it up, and we can take a peek at it tomorrow for Easter. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Melissa, Ginger. Everyone is here. Aloha from Hawaii. Paul Munson, you're the man. I know you're working hard. Everyone, Paul is incredible. What he works on for us, what he does for us. That guy's, he's heart of gold. It's a pleasure to be his brother and his business partner and his friend. And for each one of you, it's nice to be your friend as well. It really is. It's good to share with you. It's all the support, all the gratitude. That means so much to me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay, aloha from Hawaii. Keep your visions crystal clear. And then you can change them. You can get a new vision. You can start over and you can do it again, but just go for it. Just go for it. From Hawaii, aloha. From the Big Idea Mastermind.